Well, anyway,
Weekly update.
weekly update. Hi, we got a coffee for you. So you are sitting at the table with us today, and we have things going on.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Easter was awesome.
Easter was
fun.
awesome.
We
You know
had
the best part about Easter is that Jesus is alive.
That is the best part about Easter, Resurrection Sunday.
Yeah.
More
I mean, if
appropriately
you're
named.
coming to church every week in, week out, and you don't get excited about the fact that the guy we're worshiping is alive, I think that's some serious heart check going on there.
I need to adjust our perception of why we come.
I mean, that is
Yeah, it's
big time.
I'll tell you, man, there are so many things that we face in our lives that don't give us any hope, and to know that such a hope exists.
Yeah. And is alive and active and readily attainable here and now.
Personal, involved in our lives.
We better
right
move
now.
on. We're gonna be preaching.
Awesome, dude.
We better move
It's
on.
awesome. And I'm telling you, man, every single day is a reason to celebrate Jesus. And so, well, and that's honestly, that's why we do stuff. You know,
Yeah.
It's another. You can look at the things that we do in the church as an opportunity to celebrate our risen Lord. I think it changes our perspective, because the very fact that He is risen is what draws us together and gives us relationships with each other. Otherwise, and let's think about it, we wouldn't even meet together for any other reason. What unites us is Jesus and the fact that He is alive.
Right.
So,
Big time.
engage with the church. We have different things coming up, and as you know, camp is a real big one of them for for kids grades 3, 2.
Yeah, starts in second grade now.
Grades 2.
So if you're going to be in
Through
second
12.
grade this fall, you can go to camp this summer.
Exactly. All of the camp registrations that we are doing are currently live in the Church Center app. And just FYI, we have chosen to do CIY this year. As some of you know, our next gen pastor has stepped down from his position, and so we're trying to figure out the best way to offer camps to high schoolers and middle schoolers. And so what we have chosen was to move in the route of CIY. Now, some of that deposit has already been paid, so we're kind of committed in going to CIY monetarily. And so that's what we've chosen to do for our high school students. It has nothing to do with not wanting to go to high school camp or anything like that. Really, this is more of a feasible approach. You know, what's the best thing that we can do?
And by resource, like not just monetarily, but adult sponsors.
Yes, resourcing it is
getting
a big deal.
us there and back, and if we have to stay the night anywhere, which I don't think we have to this year, but it's a whole complex series of things that go into what is, I think our first choice would have been the camp, but we have a non-refundable commitment already put down
on it. Yep.
That's why we're going that route.
Right. And it's still meaningful for the kids and to be involved in this way too. So we're really looking forward to it. And just to kind of clear the air on that, we have people who are dedicated in helping the kids and being there for them. So here are some of your new contacts. Anastasia is our interim children's director. And so she will be the contact over the kids ages nursery through 5th grade. And for middle school and high school, Mark and I are tag teaming this. And so we have prepared to attend the weeks of camp that are and CIY that are going for all of the kids as well. And all of us actually have all kinds of experience with kids this age, and working with them directly. As I've held a ministry position as a youth and children's pastor, you have as well. Anastasia has as well. So so these are not inexperienced people. We really do care about your kids, as I'm sure you do. So, and that's why we're keeping the camps. We're not canceling them. We think it's important that they attend. And so we're figuring out how we can make this work in the best way possible. And right now, we're doing it. So register your kids.
Because this Sunday is when the early bird price goes away.
The early bird dies.
Yes, it does not get the worm. This early bird already had it, and you are now the late bird. So you don't get the worm. That is the cheaper price.
Yes, and
So register before or
on
on
the 16th.
this Sunday.
I mean, yeah,
you have till like midnight.
the deadline for us to turn things in is April 20th. So we want to make sure that everybody's ready to go on this. So if you've been thinking about it, just register. If you're concerned about how to pay for it, just talk to us, please. We'll figure some things out. We have fundraisers getting ready to roll. We have a new one coming in May to help cover the cost, because if you're a parent with multiple children, like myself, and all of my kids except for the very oldest goes to these camps, I mean, we're looking at 4 figures in order to make things work. Not a comfortable situation, but there are scholarships, there are fundraisers, there are ways that we are making this more affordable for parents and also for their friends. So be sure to contact us. And if you are a member of the church, you know how much camp really affects your spiritual life in a good way for kids. It's meaningful and it's good for them. They grow in their relationship with God, they grow in their relationship with each other, and they can encourage one another in the Lord and also just have fun together. These kinds of things are important. We believe in it as you believe in it. So I would ask that you believe in it monetarily as well, that you provide some scholarship funds to these kids so that they can attend camp. And if that means you pay for a child because you don't have any kids in your home, just pay for one of them. That'd be great. Just talk with us and we'll tell you what we need. We'll tell you the cost and all that kind of stuff. So we have a fund set up in the app, in the Church Center Giving app, where you can select, I think it's scholarship fund.
I think so.
And you can give through there. But that's going to be great. But yeah, so camp is really the big thing that we've got going on. And we have...
But before camp, Discover
Osage begins. So yes, if you are newer with the church, or if you've been a part of the church for a long time and are curious as to what we're doing now, this is for you. So it happens on Sunday, and it begins on the 23rd.
23rd for 3 weeks.
Yes, and it lasts 3 weeks. We meet at my house. We have a good old time. We start at 4 o'clock. So come and talk with me. You can register through the app as well, and I will give you a card with my address on it so that you can get there. Very easy to get to. But we have a good time. We talk about the church, what we believe, and we decide, help you discover whether or not this is the place where God wants you to be. So highly recommend that you plug in and register for this. So, but yeah, and then also starting on the 23rd is our next monthly breakfast.
Yeah,
our Reach Across breakfast. So this is just, if you're watching this on Thursday, it's a week and a half away.
Yep.
Which is cool. If you're watching this some other time, hopefully you didn't miss it.
Yeah.
But
it was tasty.
It was, yeah.
Do we know what we're having yet?
I don't.
Is it still, the menu's still being crafted?
I think so.
Yes. Great. It's going to be great.
I know we have coffee.
Yeah.
And the
That'll be present.
The coffee is good.
It's Hope Coffee. Have we even talked about Hope Coffee?
I don't think we have.
Maybe another time.
Yeah.
Like a singled out.
Yeah. Hope Coffee. Look it up. Google it.
Give it the old googs.
When we buy their coffee, we're supporting people in their livelihoods and ministry.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal. That's why we use them.
Yeah, it's great. And it tastes good.
But it tastes really good, in my opinion. I
beneficial.
like it. It's super good.
Would probably be a dead end product if the coffee didn't taste good.
Exactly.
Love the mission. Hate the coffee.
But so those are some of the things that are going on. And Tactics is also going on Wednesday nights. You're still more than welcome to come out and kind of jump right in. If you're unfamiliar with some of the things that are being said in our sessions, you can just ask. I think all those who are attending know pretty well what we've been going over in
Columbo and
Yeah, Columbo and Suicide Tactic
that
was
was-
last night. If you're very interested in figuring out what that is,
Out of
you
context.
gotta come to the class. So,
it's a debate tactic.
yes, yeah, let's
To be clear,
Yes.
this is going on the internet, so
Yeah.
don't take us down, YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Yes, it's a tactic. It's in the book.
Unaliving our arguments.
Just unaliving. I like it. Anyway, come out. It's not too late to be a part of this. So yeah.
The last Wednesday night programming is May 17th.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the end of the year kids party on Wednesday nights. It'll be the last tactics, or no, I think
No,
tactics,
Tactics ends
on
the week
10th.
before,
And the 17th will
and
be
we'll do like some big potluck.
hang out,
we'll just
fellowship,
hang out.
a
Yeah.
little worship or something. Would be great.
Yeah, it'll be cool. So,
So.
and then we head into the summer because that next Sunday is graduation Sunday, May 21st, and then on the 28th is promotion Sunday. So all the kids will go to their next class if they move to a different classroom or something
Yeah.
like that. So,
I don't know.
but it'll be exciting.
I don't know how that works.
One last thing. This is our communication preference sheet. If you have not filled this out on a Sunday, I can't stress to you enough how important it is for us to make sure that we can connect with you in the way that's going to be most beneficial to you. So be sure to grab one of these on Sunday and fill this out if you have not done it yet.
Maybe we go ahead and now the Easter
Yes.
Resurrection Sunday coming up, maybe put those back out on the chairs.
Yeah,
for
so that
everybody.
it's going to be easier
more
for us to
accessible.
do it. And you know, with summer coming, this might be a good way to just kind of prepare ourselves for summer communications.
'Cause we hit that for a few weeks, but then we took a break from it. So I think put it back in front of everybody because we've gotten several that have turned it in, but
Right.
there's a whole lot more who haven't. So
Yes.
unless you just really don't want to hear from us.
Yeah, I mean, and I, you know, eventually at some point we're going to have to pull the trigger on the methods that we're using now and just start fresh. And we don't want you to miss out. We want you to just kind of move right into what we're trying to do without suddenly having a big drop or fallout of communications where you don't feel like you know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yes, I would also, as we kind of close here, encourage you to be in prayer for the church, that God leads us in wisdom, and as we pursue what God's next step for us is in the Next Gen Ministries arena.
Yes.
Yeah, and that God raises up people in the church, and maybe that's you, who can come alongside and demonstrate to these kids how much they are loved, how much we support them, and how much we can let them know that the ministry is continuing on. And that's important for them to see. They're not going to fall off the face of the earth, or they're not less important. They are still incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
But yeah, so be in prayer about that, and be an answer to prayer about that too. So, but yeah,
Great.
weekly update.
You've been updated.
You've been updated. See you Sunday.